there was a window there, but that closing speed, I tell you what, I haven't seen a hole filled that quickly since that footage of Urban Meyer at the bar.
Oh, good call, Spyder. Man was really out there on camera, playing Find the Corn.
What's going on, fellas? We are back here with some more NEFL footage. We're in Week 16, big guy, and what's the matchup?
We got a divisional matchup this week, Spyder. Jets versus the Bills. Jets coming in as the lowly David at 9-5 against Buffalo, who is, of course, Goliath this year, 12-2.
Now, as you said, this is a divisional game, and the Jets, most likely, barring a miracle, will not be able to catch Buffalo. But they are fighting for their life for a wild card spot. It's a very important game, and it's a big test. You know, you want to hang with the big boy at home. That is Buffalo. It's not like the matchups are going to be that much easier if you do find yourself in the playoffs. So good test for this young team.
Jets going to have the football first. Of course, we got to watch them back in Week 11. You know the coach is DJ Jazzy Jeff, and Matt Barber is going to fall backwards on the first play of the game.
Coach of the Bills, none other than Funk Buddy. Gotta be careful how we say that, Cannonball. You know, we're gonna have the FCC breathing down our necks.
Well, we find them pretty much where they were in the last televised matchup. They're 15th in the league, 23rd through the air, and 7th on the ground. So you know they want to run that football. They want to get it to Matt Barber, and they want to keep the football away from Zach Wilson as much as possible.
And, you know, you talk about Zach Wilson like he's some bum, but you look at his numbers on the year, almost 4,000 yards, 35 touchdowns, 14 picks. I mean, he could take a little bit better care of the football, but this is not a bad year that he's had.
Wilson, the man himself, from shotgun, finding Jarek Holmes on the right side of the field. I don't know if he got enough, though.
It's fourth. 4th and inches. And, man, the last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, getting the ball as the away team. That's just, you know, you're asking for trouble. We got a fake, a direct snap, and he's still got room to run.
What about this call to start the game, Spyder? We're going to direct snap it to the fullback, Tresman Boone. Put on your big boy pants, because that takes a large set to run this on your first series of the game as the away team. I love it. New York knows they need to win, and they're pulling out some big moves early to ensure that happens.
Wilson drifting left, and he's going to get smacked up. Greg Rousseau, his 5th sack of the year. And after a 4-yard run on 2nd down from Matt Barber, a very tough 3rd and 11 at midfield.
Wilson stepping back, stepping up into the pocket, stepping back again, really dancing back there. Looking like he's going to take off, and then fires to Quez Watkins across the body. We saw him throw a touchdown on that same arm action last televised game. And speaking of last televised game, what about Quez Watkins? 6 catches, 78 yards. No tutties, but those were some big conversions, really kept New York in the game.
Unfortunately, it's not enough, and New York facing yet another 4th and inches. And I wonder what the call is here from the coach. I mean, if you're going to run a fake punt on your own side of the field, I would think you go for it on 4th and inches on your opponent's side of the field, or maybe try a kick. This would be about a 56-yarder.
Yeah, it looks like DJ Jazzy Jeff is going to punt the football. And this might be a case of a coach just getting a little too smart, a little too cute. I don't understand the play call, but nonetheless, it's a touchback. It's not even a very good punt, Spyder.
No, you're completely right. I mean, New York, they net, 19 yards, but, I mean, is that really worth kicking it? I don't know. I would almost rather go out there and put McCann out there. He's been a pretty solid kicker this year. Either way, Bills offense taking the field for the first time. First look at Josh Allen and this incredible halfback they have, Aaron Lacy. As Lacy does take the handoff, makes a man miss, pushing this to the right sideline, cutting back inside, and what a run from Aaron Lacy, 25 yards. That is not a bad start for the young man.
Look at these numbers from the Bills offense. 2nd in the league, 43 points per game. Can you believe it, Spyder? Got a top 10 passing offense, a top 5 rushing attack.
Stuffed run on 1st down brings us to 2nd and 10. Allen out of the gun. An absolute missile thrown to Gillespie. Tyree Gillespie. Of course, had the 2 picks last week. Now he's got another. That's 9 on the year.
Hey, and I'm the last guy who wants to take anything away from Tyree Gillespie. But let's be honest here, Josh Allen threw the football right to the guy. Yeah, he threw it hard. I believe he called it a missile. But he threw it directly to him. I don't know where that ball's going. Brevin Jordan got the heart of a saint and the will of a warrior and a lot of green grass in front of him. Brevin Jordan's going to take this one. Oh, a shoestring tackle. Thought we had a house call on that one, Spyder.
Kenny Hewitt going to get credited with the tackle there. But the Jets are in the red zone and they're handing it off to Matt Barber, who's stuck behind the line again. Not a very good start to the game for the young man.
Second and long, what does coach say? Give it to Matt the Barbarian Barber. Powering forward for 7. Knocking on that touchdown door, Spyder.
That's right, 6 yards away from pay dirt. Gonna give it to the man again, and he's getting in. Matt Barber with his 24th rushing touchdown of the year, and the Jets taking an early, maybe surprising lead.
Ball back to Buffalo after the touchback. Play action. And it's a pick. No, a drop. Javelin Goodry on the drop. Josh Allen almost throwing another pick. Would have been his second in 3 throws.
And it's such a surprising start when you look at his stats for the year. 4,500 yards, 40 touchdowns, 17 picks. I mean, it's not like he's been outrageously cavalier with the football. He's taken okay care of it, but I mean, he's not showing that early on. Now, 2nd and 10, a deep drop for Allen. And a good find. Dawson Knox out there, gonna get enough of the first. Back to the man, Aaron Lacy. Pushing this one again to the outside. Gonna pick up 8.
Second and short, and you always hear it. The whole playbook's open. Can be very tough to defend. Gonna give it back to Lacy in just a huge gaping hole. Aaron Lacy's got over 40 yards on 3 carries. That is alarming.
Another handoff to Lacy, cutting this one back. Good vision. Very good vision. Turning that one into a 9-yard gain. It looked locked up. And again, another 2nd and short.
Got Allen on the play action, a little bit of a bootleg. This ball to Knox and a great block there. Couple great blocks. He's going to shuffle over an arm tackle and a 36-yard scamper for Dawson Knox.
Buffalo, nothing fancy. Going to hand it off to Aaron Lacy. But New York stops him right before getting in. It's going to take a Herculean effort for a goal line stand here. Some checks from Allen at the line, sending men in motion. Another one to Lacy, and he gets in untouched. Cannonball, his 27th rushing touchdown of the year. You want to talk about how good this kid has been.
Ball's kicked off pretty dang deep, but coach decides to take it out. Let's see if this pays dividends. No, it doesn't. He just runs straight into a guy. We'll draw something better up next time, coach. That wasn't your best effort. Now we had 5 yards out of Matt Barber on first down. And this is the first play of the second quarter. Wilson slinging this one to Elijah Moore. And don't look now, but Zach Wilson is 5 for 5.
I mean, he's got the tools to be a great player. I was trying to make a case for him earlier. He hasn't had a bad year statistically. This is going to be a sideline catch and set up 2nd and short.
Well, the other team knows he can't throw deep. It's a pretty big weakness to have. You can keep your box scores all day. Zach Wilson's going to have to hit some of those deep balls before I start believing in them. Handed to Matt Barber, stuffed again. Yeah, he's got a touchdown, but he's also got 7 rushes for 17 yards. Kept well in check. Now 3rd and 6. And Matt Barberino's free out there. He said, "You're not going to let me run. I'll go out and catch some balls." Good opportunity to highlight what he's done this year. Almost got 1,400 yards, 23 tutties, and getting over 6 a carry.
And this dude is electric. Not only does he have a wonderful name, Matt Barbershop Barberino, but he's got the skill set that really makes you say, hey, this guy's pretty good.
That's not great analysis there, Spyder, but I appreciate the effort. They're going to give it back to the kid, and now he's got a hole. An open lane for the first time today. Matt Barber and a shoestring tackle. What is up with these shoestring Buffalo tackles? Stealing touchdowns.
The Jets got a good drive rolling here, and they are officially in the red zone. Pass to the fullback. You don't see those big guys getting involved often. I know he had that fake earlier, but now they're trying to incorporate him in the passing game to no real effect. Just a 2-yard gain. Now going to scramble forward and pick up about 6, so facing 3rd and 2, and we saw Zach Wilson use his legs last week. Sure, only 28 yards on the ground, but man, this kid's not that fast. Wilson, don't forget, had a 19-yard run and a rushing touchdown in the last televised game, so he's got some wheels.
He's got some wheels, but let's see if he's got an arm. I want my quarterback to be able to make some throws, and anyone could have made this one. Elijah Moore on the outside, wide open, a bubble screen. Who's exactly getting bubbled? I don't know. I don't want to know the answer. Really good drive out of New York.
Now Buffalo with the football back, 4:40 left in the half. And I can't imagine that they were expecting to kind of get punched in the mouth like this from, a 9-5 Jets squad whose offensive numbers are not impressive, to say the least. Giving them a run for their money here in this first half.
There's no such thing as an easy win in any football league, and then you extrapolate that out to the NEFL. Good luck getting handed a W. You got to earn it. Allen throwing to Aaron Lacy, nobody in the middle of the field. How does a miscommunication like that happen? Yeah, let's not guard basically their best player.
Now after a loss on first, they're going to send out Aaron Lacy, put him out wide. Looks like coach is playing man with a little mix of zone. Allen, just absolutely no pressure in his face, delivers a beautiful ball to Springs. 3 Jets players around him, but none in position to make a play. Gotta trust in your arm for a throw like that. Now 2nd and 9.
Allen got a window here. It closes quickly. It's Goodry. There's a flag on the play, so who knows if it'll stand. See what the call is. It's offensive holding, Spyder. This is a pick.
Oh my goodness, what a play at a Javelin Godry. There was a window there, but that closing speed, I tell you what, I haven't seen a whole field that quickly since that footage of Urban Meyer at the bar.
Oh, good call, Spyder. Man was really out there on camera, playing Find the Corn.
So 1st and 10 for New York, a very balanced attack, 12 rushes to 11 passes. They're going to go with another rush here. A big hole for Matt Barber. Can he make the second man miss? He cannot, but it is still solid 13-yard run.
Yeah, we talked to Coach in the midweek, DJ Jazzy Jeff. He said that Matt Barber has the ability to just go unconscious at times, and it seems like he's having one of those games here.
Unconscious, huh? Matt Barber maybe spending a little bit too much time with Cosby.
Okay. Enough of the references to other people. We got a football game here, and Spyder, it's just before the 2-minute warning. Can the Jets get some points out of this and really put their stamp on the first half?
They're not going to snap it. They are going to take it to the 2-minute warning. I think it's smart. You can kind of take your time here. Of course, you got all the timeouts. You do not want Josh Allen, Aaron Lacy, and that second-ranked Buffalo offense to touch the ball again if you can help it in this first half.
Throwing the bubble screen on 1st and 10. Wide open area here. And staying in bounds, keeping that clock running. Now we got about $1:35 left.
Wilson, another short ball, keeping it short, knowing what, that's just coach knowing what he's working with here. Just keep the ball towards the line of scrimmage, try to get yak. Now a play action, and Wilson coming left and throwing a bomb to the back of the end zone, pushed it again. Cannonball. Can we get one throw out of the young kid?
There was a window there, and DJ Jazzy Jeff's got to be pulling his hair out, working with this guy every week. Zach Wilson, you got to start making these throws. These are NFL throws. I don't care that you're a rookie. There's no excuse.
Another drop back from Wilson. Got a clean pocket and going to deliver a strike to the fan favorite, Brevin Jordan.
I love that you called him a fan favorite because it's so true. After that game that we did, I went out and ordered me a Brevin Jordan jersey. I mean, this guy, he's like Rocky as a football player. I mean, give it 10 years and he might not be able to eat solid food, but he's doing big things on the football field, Spyder. Wilson on the read option, and who's shooting down but Kenny Hewitt? A great time to bring up his numbers. Probably Buffalo's best defensive player, and you can see why.
What's got to be the biggest stat, too, is that he has 3 touchdowns, 3 defensive touchdowns, Cannonball. So not only is he yicking the ball at all moments, he's taking it to the house, too.
Huge 3rd and 15 for Buffalo here. You got to keep New York in front of you and hold them to 3. Wilson, a deep drop, another clean pocket, and just inaccurate. They're not going to get much out of that play anyway. He's blanketed. Here comes McCann for the field goal. Put him up 10. It is good, Spyder, and
Yeah, but they left just enough time for Buffalo to get a little freaky before half. Of course, they have the 1 timeout left. I don't doubt they could move the ball, but Josh Allen seems mentally unprepared as he almost throws another pick. What is going on with the young man, Cannonball?
I really can't tell you. I don't know why he's so frazzled. You would think he's on the road. With some of these decisions he's making, he should have thrown 4 picks by now. That's 2 dropped picks.
Buffalo continuing to drive on borrowed time. Allen with about a 12-step drop. This is a great catch on the sideline. Stephon Diggs, a footwork magician. And after an incomplete on first, they got 2nd down and only 30 seconds left.
Allen back there scanning, launches up a cannon. It's 1-on-1. And the ball squirts out at the last second. Buffalo really could have used that. And now it's getting really close to if they're even going to get a field goal on this drive.
3rd and 10. Allen, a lot of hand motions. Finally snaps. Up the seam to an open Aaron Lacy. They do not want to cover the man. He is making waves in the receiving game today. Buffalo, final timeout. And they got to be smart here. If they get it inbounds, it could be, it's close if they're going to be able to snap it and spike it. You really want to get this ball out of bounds. Just to be sure. They only need a couple yards here. Allen getting flushed out to the right. Just going to have to throw this ball away. I believe it was John Franklin Myers on the pressure. And they are going to try a field goal from 57.
Tyler Bass has been one of the best kickers in the league this year, 21 for 21, so if anyone's going to sink it, it's going to be him.
The snap in the hold. Let's see if Cannonball jinxed him. It is good. He is so money. And what a big 3 points before the half. Jets going to try to get something going here. Matt Barber to the outside, jukes back in. We might have a shot at the end zone here.
This will no doubt be the last play of the half, barring penalty. Looks like coach just wants to give Barber another shot. And that's going to do it. So Jets taking a somewhat surprising 7-point lead into halftime. Of course, we got to kick it out to our sponsors for a second. You are watching the NEFL. Back after this.
People have been asking for it for decades, and it's finally here. Shrinky, the first shrink-ray made for home use. With countless ways to improve your life, you won't ever want to think about the way you lived before you got Shrinky. Think about how you can pull one over on the bank. Take the mortgage certificate you have for your home and shrink that bad boy down. Remember, if the bank can't physically find your mortgage certificate, your house is free. Legal consultation is advised. Imagine settling an argument with a neighbor. You lure them in under the guise of an apology dinner and zap! Shrink them to the size of a tomato and lock them into a jar with air holes at the top. Now whose car is leaking oil into your yard, Brandon? The shrink ray dispenses a very soothing screeching sound when it's hard at work. It's been called disturbing.
Disturbing. Sum it up in one word? That's easy. Disturbing.
By numerous people in our focus groups. And a quick disclaimer, do not forget to feed and water any person you shrink down and lock into a jar. After all, we're neighbors, not savages. Begin to finally live life on your terms. With Shrinky.
I'm no advertising guru, but I'm hoping that at some point we can get some more ethical products on this show. I don't like the direction these sponsorships are going, but let's come out here and talk about defense real quick, Cannonball. We never got into that in the first half.
New York now sporting a top 10 defense, 20th against the pass, 9th against the run. But they have looked incredibly good against the pass today.
Allen gonna find Aaron Lacy again through the air. Aaron Lacy, you want to talk about a grinder. How about this kid?
This dude is a horse of epic proportions. Got nearly 2,600 yards of total offense coming into this game. 26 touchdowns.
And he's really shown off that dual purpose. This game, he's been one of Allen's most reliable targets. Aaron Lacy, get you some.
You can't just get you some onto, you can't just attach that catchphrase to everything. Now they're gonna fake it to him. Allen throwing a deep ball. Who's this going to?
Oh, it's going to Goodry. His second pick of the game. He's got some space in front of him. Can he take this one back? I don't think anyone's going to catch him. Javelin Goodry. Throwing a dot. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Put up his numbers. We weren't even planning on spotlighting him.
4 turnovers coming into today. Grabs 2. Gets a touchdown. His second of the year. And I kind of see what you're going for. Throwing a dart. His name's Javelin. Or maybe it's Javelin. We got to check these names, Spyder.
I'm sorry, I got excited. I don't know. My brain doesn't really fire on all that many levels.
I think that goes without saying. Buffalo with the ball back, getting it out to Lacy. He's going to bag himself a good run. Makes a man miss. He's still up and finally gets taken down at the 46. He's getting 9 yards a carry.
Having a heck of a game, and it's just too bad that Allen can't take care of the football. He is digging the Bills into a huge hole. He's taking this snap from shotgun. Little underneath ball, gonna get blown up immediately. That's Tyree Gillespie. Remember, he had a huge week on television last week.
A rocket fired to who else but Aaron Lacy, and if he wasn't shoestring tackled there, that's 6. Because we had the safety diving at air. Coach better have a talk with him on the sidelines.
Now the handoff for Aaron Lacy, and look at the C's just pot. A huge hole for him. Gets a little blown up at the end of the play. But a nice 11-yard scamper. And here we go. We got some red zone football, big guy.
This ball thrown right over the helmet of Mike Humphries to Dawson Knox. He's in. 5th tutty of the year. Pulls Buffalo within 7. Like you said, this game is far from over.
Wilson following a touchback. Got a play action to Barber. Attempting to throw the ball deep. Got a man wide open. It's Jarek Holmes. He breaks a tackle, and he's got nothing but space in front of him. He's taking this one all the way 75 yards. Jarek Holmes.
He had a touchdown last week. Gets one this week. That's his 12th on the year.
And you want to talk about killing the vibe in a room. New York just did it. Sit down, Buffalo fans, because you're back down 2 scores.
Josh Allen feeling the pressure, releases a rifle to Stephon Diggs. This is going to be a 1-play touchdown too, Spyder. Oh my. The ex-defensive player in me is hating this, but the commentator in me is loving the action.
Nobody wants to play defense today. As Buffalo back within striking distance. Let me take that back. Go ahead and stand up, Buffalo fans, because you are right back in this one.
And this game is a pretty big anomaly for this Bills defense. They're 4th in the league, giving up 28 a game. And it's really interesting. It seems like they give up a lot of yards, but they, those takeaways, and I'm guessing red zone defense is really what keeps those points per game down.
Maybe one of these defenses will show up at some point. We got another play for Barber. Another huge hole. Can he make the safety miss? He can't. 15 yards. And Elijah Moore in motion. He's going to take the football. Kind of a jet sweep situation here. Getting to the outside, shakes a guy, but ends up stepping out. 6-yard gain on first. And back to the Barber shop with another big hole. Runs into a big guy. Matt Barber, maybe he is a little unconscious or concussed. Because he missed a hole there, and gotta think that took a little bit off that run.
Play action got Wilson rolling out, throwing a dime to Quez Watkins. I don't know if this is a season-long thing, but he seems so comfortable delivering the ball to Quez. I mean, that's a throw that Wilson, we've seen him miss so many times, but he hits Watkins in stride.
This is following a 1-yard run from the man Barberino. Gonna go back to him. A bad user. He overshot the gap. Had a potential tackle for a loss. Instead, it's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Looking like Coach dialed up a pass here. I'm not a huge fan of it. You've been killing them on the ground. And I was wrong. They go back to Barber. You see guys get a little too cute down here when the game plan is working. It is a curse of many an OC. Keep it simple. And DJ Jazzy Jeff does. Gives it to the man. And gets rewarded. A touchdown. Matt Barber tightening up the gloves.
Obviously I'm not a professional football player, but he really should be tightening those gloves before the play, not after he scores a touchdown. an impressive 8-play drive out of New York, and it's just like every time Buffalo pulls within one score, New York answers right back.
Manny handbrake on an open slant here. You see, Allen's got that mirror stat going, 12 for 21, 3 interceptions, which has really killed them, of course, and they're running no huddle. I think it's a smart move by Funk Buddy.
And we're going to say his name again, Aaron Lacy out of the backfield. Where would Buffalo be without Aaron Lacy today?
Hand off to Lacy, and look at the holes that the Buffalo offensive line is creating. You could run through these holes, Spyder.
Possibly. I mean, of course, I'd have to get some contacts. I don't think I want to be down there with big men hitting me with my glasses on, but, you know, I would generally agree with you. I might be down there getting 5 yards of carry. First down, and who else but Knox? It's really been Knox and Lacy carrying this team. 19-yard reception.
No, the real stat is you would get 1 carry for 5 yards, and you would probably die on the field. Turn you into dust. I would love to take a shot at you, Spyder.
Oh my God, we got a little roid rage going on in the studio here. I think seeing all these this offensive football is getting into your craw a little bit, and you're taking it out on me. Now, Bills in the red zone. Can Allen take care of the football? A really good ball to Lacy. He's gonna get denied right at the 2.
I'm guessing the ball's going to go to either Knox or Lacy. It goes to Lacy, and Tyree Gillespie, little overshoot of the gap. Good job, Buffalo. Just refusing to give up. They're getting their stool pushed in a little bit here at times. At home, it happens. You know, you're going to get punched in the mouth. This is the NEFL. But they have answered every call and have really made this an entertaining contest.
Battle of the running backs continue as Barber gets through, shakes a man, and then a user truck. It's like the old cliche, he's getting stronger as the game goes on, Cannonball.
These are not little guys he's pushing aside. Matt Barber, very impressive on the day. And this is the start of the 4th quarter, partner. Back to Barber, got a stretch to the outside, so much room, what great blocking. Got a guy diving for air, 2 guys diving for air. A 25-yard run, and Matt Barber has just under 180 yards for the game.
From the 32, looks like Wilson changing some plays, got a play action. And now an open Brevin Jordan. This offense is clicking.
Gotta give it to the young man, Zach Wilson, 15 for 17 today, played really well. Can he put together a full 60 minutes is the question in all of our minds, though.
From the 8, Wilson, another drop back, a quick strike. This one's gonna go to Jarek Holmes, his 2nd touchdown. Today, he's going off. And pretty much everyone on both offenses is having a heck of a game. This is yet another score. And I'm not the best at math, but it's been like, what, 5 straight scoring drives for both teams?
You know, I would poo-poo on you for not knowing that, but I don't know it either, so I can't really, I'm not going to go back and look. But it's been a lot, Spyder. That's all anybody needs to know. Buffalo and Josh Allen back out here again, down 14. They're like, you got to be kidding me. Can we get 1 stop? This ball to Diggs, he had that sideline catch earlier, but been pretty quiet other than that. Buffalo still running no huddle. Great move. You're down 2 scores. You're already in the 4th quarter. We got a man coming in. Who was that?
Hamza Nassel Radine, and I see what you did there. You knew who it was, but you wanted me to say that very tough name. One of these weeks, you got to say Hamza Nassel Radine. Look, now I got it down.
Yeah, we'll ask him how to actually pronounce his name. I doubt you have it down, as you're saying, but you're right. I did not want to say that name. 2nd and 10. Another deep drop and another ball for Aaron Lacy. Look at him go. Nobody can cover this kid.
Now in New York territory, 6:15 left to play. Another ball for Lacy, and it's just looking so easy out there. His Buffalo offensive line is going off on New York. It's an all-out assault. And it's continuing. Another run for Lacy. This one only 7. It's kind of crazy to say. Only a 7-yard run. One of the good stops for New York, if you could call it that.
Allen shaking to the right here. Is he going to take off? He throws it at the last second. A diving play. Christian Holmes. This is one of the best football plays you'll ever see. I mean, he caught this like a wideout. You don't see safeties usually have hands like that. That was impressive. And let me tell you what's not impressive. 4 interceptions for Josh Allen today. A serious front runner for MVP, but he has laid an egg out here in front of the hometown fans.
Look at this Cannonball. Just taking over the game. I am shocked he doesn't run over Trey White with just how powerful he's been today. Now a handoff to backup Michael Carter. Kind of the same result. Big hole. Easy lane to pick. In Buffalo, if you want any chance to get back in this game, you got to get stingy right here, right now.
Wilson getting hit. A fumble. A strip sack. Michael Brocker's gonna pick it up. This is a scoop and score. Excuse me, special delivery. Did somebody order some stinginess?
Oh my good God. JoJo Buckner, the real hero on the play, getting the strip sack done. Not to take anything away from the young Michael Brockers, but this play doesn't even happen if it's not for JoJo Buckner. Buffalo, the play that they needed. And the pressure's back on New York, despite them having a 7-point lead. Wilson trying to get this to Barber. It's yanked! An interception. Is he going to take this all the way? Kenny Hewitt, we were gushing all over him earlier, and for good reason. Oh my God, 2 New York plays, 2 New York turnovers. This place is going insane. This place is going bananas, Cannonball.
Lacy swinging out of the backfield, kind of a rub route there on the outside, but only gets 3. Looked a little bit more promising. 4. Aaron Lacy, we talked about him all day. That's his 9th catch. He's got 130 yards through the air.
And the yard marks for both teams are eerily similar. 470 for New York, and Buffalo finds himself at 463. It's been all offense out here, and I can't see that coming to an end with the Bills in the red zone. Allen dropping back, got a man coming off the left. That's John Franklin Myers with the sack. That gives him 9.5 for the year. And he's now leading New York in that category.
I mean, the one thing you can't take there is a sack. And that's exactly what Josh Allen does, really hurting the team today. See if they can pull off a miracle 3rd and 17. Ball up the seam, and it's Tyree Gillespie on the drop. Gillespie could have saved 3 points for this team. That would have been Josh Allen's 5th pick. How many drops have been out here, Spyder? At least 3, I believe.
Oh, on a different day, Allen has thrown literally 8 interceptions. As Tyler Bass stays perfect on the year, pulls the Bills within 4. And New York, another chance to close this game out. Just take care of the football.
Another ball for the Barbarian, shimmies through the line, so much space, breaks an arm tackle, lowers his head on Trey White and breaks that tackle too. Another broken tackle. 3 on 1 play. Matt Barber has officially ascended and is now a god, the first appointed god of the NEFL. What a play.
2:35 left, gonna give it to him again, and another hole, but he bounces off his own guy. So that should take us down. No, never mind. Buffalo gonna take the first of their 3. Really need a stop here. But Matt Barber just feels so insurmountable at this point.
Insurmountable is the right word in this situation, Spyder. He's got 245 yards on the game, closing in on the record at this point. And of course they're gonna feed him again after the timeout.
Why would you call a timeout? Why would you rest this man and let him beat you again? I understand. It's hyperbole. You gotta stop the clock. But you just let that man go to the sideline, catch his breath, and beat you down again. A 28-yard touchdown run, his 3rd of the game. This is unbelievable, as the Jets have hung a 50-burger on the 2nd-best defense in the league.
Josh Allen gonna throw it up deep. I like the move. Just take a shot. You gotta get a quick score. Unfortunately, it gets yicked, the 5th of the day. And it really feels like a fitting way to end this football game. I like the move from Funk Buddy. Again, you need that quick score. I hate when you see coaches just dink and dunk their way down the field when they're down 2 scores, and Matt Barber, he had a lot of space, but he just gets down. I mean, Jesus Christ. Talk about calling mercy. God bless you for staying the whole game. It was a great game, and Buffalo did fight. But in the end, the Jets, and more specifically Matt Barber, was just too much to overcome.
We see footage of the victory formation, and this has got to be a huge confidence builder. We talked about it at the beginning of the game. You know, you want to come in here and say you're a playoff team. I think the Jets did that today. They show that they can hang with the big dogs. And not only that, they can win in a shootout, which is not something I would have ever expected looking at their numbers.
The Jets are not going to be an easy out if they can find their way into the playoffs. The win today definitely brings them a heck of a lot closer. And it's going to be an interesting playoff run, Spyder.
That's going to do it for us. Thank you so much for watching. It's always nice to have you with us. I've been Jimothy Spyder. Of course, he's LeRoy Cannonball. We'll see you next time on the NEFL.
We out.